Whitebark pine are considered keystone because for how few of them there are, they have a major impact on ecosystem function. So if we lose a keystone species, we don't totally know what's going to happen, right? It's like losing the roof of your house. Unfortunately, whitebark pine, they're in a pretty precarious situation where if we aren't mindful of how we take care of them, they could become extinct, so much so that they were recently listed on the endangered species list as threatened.
First, there's a non-native white pine blister rust infection. We've seen a high mortality from the blister rust. There's also a native mountain pine beetle.
And so it's always been in the whitebark, but now, because the fall and the spring isn't very cold, it's able to expand its population. So it's basically unchecked because of warm temperatures.
The other challenge, with higher temperatures, the plants could become water stressed, and that stress allows them to be more invadable. So it's not unheard of to have an epidemic. That is part of a natural cycle. And what's concerning is the frequency at which it's returning or persisting.
The situation's so dire that whitebark could become extinct. The trees are in a precarious situation, and we have to step in to keep them on the landscape.
So we've been working together across the GYE, Greater Yellowstone ecosystem, to identify the trees that are resistant to white pine blister rust. So one key to conservation is to identify the trees that are blister rust resistant and then promote those on the landscape.
One main thing that we work on is protecting seed source trees from mountain pine beetle. And so that involves hanging these little pouches called verbenone pouches. That's a synthetic version of the beetles telling each other, this tree's too full, don't come in here. There's not enough for everyone.
There's some initiatives through the Inflation Reduction Act and bipartisan infrastructure law that are enabling multiple parks to work together to obtain more seed from cones and grow out plants, and begin here in Grand Teton and Yellowstone more of a program of restoration.
Whitebark pine have been around for 10,000 years. The only way their seeds are dispersed is through a bird, a single bird. It's kind of crazy that that even works in the first place.
These trees are able to live at highest elevation, most rugged terrain of any tree, and so their persistence on the landscape is really something that's not just integral to the ecology, but it's really part of the visitor experience.
If you step back and you think about this tree that might be 1,200 years old, if you can keep it alive through a beetle epidemic of 10 years or 15 years, and it goes on to live for another 500 years, producing seeds all the time, that's making a difference.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.